Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Steffy Forrester Finnegan keeps claiming that men cannot repel Daphne Rose. It seems that men aren't the only bones transported by Daphne. Indeed, Hope Logan and Fanny Grayson got stars in their eyes when in Daphne's presence. With Hope carrying so aimlessly, could Daphne figure that she's a better target than Carter Walton? Daphne Rose's preface. B&B spoilers reveal that Daphne zoomed into Forrester Creations and really made heads turn literally. A arbitrary hand's jaw dropped as Daphne strutted through the fashion house hallways. Everyone's heads turned and Daphne easily knows she's commodity special. It should be noted that indeed Fanny knew Daphne. When Daphne told Fanny to back off if she ever wanted to work again, there was no offense taken. Interestingly enough, Fanny happily agreed as she gushed about Daphne being a goddess. Daphne indeed encouraged Carter and Hope that they need to take Daphne up on her offer. So, easily Daphne's charm doesn't discriminate. The plan is for Daphne to get her hooks into Carter. Steffy Forrester Finnegan keeps saying that no man can repel Carter. Steffy figures it wouldn't take long for Daphne to gain Carter's romantic interest. Steffy reasons that if Carter becomes interested in another woman, also, the preemption will magically be reversed. That might be true if this had been Hope Logan's idea. While Hope is gaining through this love, Carter is an overgrown man who makes his own opinions. Unanticipated fidelity. Everyone seems transported by Daphne. When Daphne starts at Forrester Creations, she'll put all the moves on Carter. Still, what if Carter really is pious to Hope? While some men can't control themselves, perhaps Carter will remain faithful to Hope. Carter has been mixed up in romantic dishonors before, and the outgrowth was no way good. Every formerly in a while, cleaner characters learn. Still, Steffy might worry that the plan has failed if Daphne can't get Carter to betray Hope. Still, Daphne seems like the type of woman who no way gives up. Daphne formerly figured out that Steffy blames Hope, not Carter for the preemption. So, perhaps Daphne will figure Hope is an easier target than Carter. With Hope, she doesn't feel to know who or what she wants. One day she seems normal and like her old tone. Another day, she's wearing black leather miniskirts with an edgy haircut. Hope really sounded into Thomas Forrester, but no way accepted his multiple marriage proffers. Also, we've Hope's jest. With John Finnegan, and now Carter? So, could Hope and Daphne end up in an unanticipated dynamic? Steffy Forrester Finnegan is strategically using the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers Daphne and Finn to shake effects up at Forrester Creations. Steffy insists that no man can repel Daphne's charm, yet, if that's true, could Steffy find herself facing treason when Daphne's attention turns to the irresistibly handsome John Finnegan? Steffy has made up her mind the key to reclaiming Forrester Creations lies in tearing piecemeal the relationship between Carter Walton and Hope Logan. She believes that Carter's recent preemption was largely told by Hope's stimulant. Although Hope is reaping the benefits and clearly didn't discourage Carter, it was eventually the Susurus's action that set everything in stir. Steffy is induced that Daphne possesses an inarguable appeal, averring that men simply cannot repel her charm. This is precisely what Steffy is banking on when it comes to Carter. Carter and Hope lately sat down with Daphne to bandy an instigative new incense line, and she had a veritably unique way of demonstrating it. Daphne unveiled her rearmost creation, a scent she wishes to name Forrester, by alluringly signaling a scarf immersed in it in their faces. Both Carter and Hope were hugely charmed by her charm and appeal. Still, being charmed by someone's beauty doesn't equate to treason. Nonetheless, dubieties impend over the effectiveness of Steffy's strategy. When Finn arrived home, he spotted someone leaving in an auto and inquired about it. Steffy clarified that it was simply her friend Daphne visiting from Paris and progressed to tell her each about her. Steffy remarked to Finn that no man can truly repel Daphne's appeal, yet if they partake of fellowship, why hasn't she introduced them? Maybe there's a retired motive behind that. As Steffy prepares to head back to the office, Finn is likely to swing by Forrester Creations. During one of those hassles, Daphne might just cross paths with Finn, kindling inarguable chemistry. Known for her infectious charm, Daphne also carries an air of arrogance. What if her interests extend beyond just one man but to both? With Steffy no longer holding the arm, she lacks the authority to dismiss Daphne without concurrence. Still, just stay until she faces the fiery challenge posed by Daphne. If Steffy perceives hope as a trouble to her marriage, Steffy Forrester Finnegan is enlisting the bents of famed perfumer Daphne Rose to reclaim Forrester Creations. Although Steffy believes she's onto a brilliant strategy, could there be an unanticipated turn of events in store? What if Daphne secures a position at Forrester Creations and finds herself completely supporting Carter Walton's ambitious preemption? Could Steffy's bigwig eventually turn against her? Recent occurrences showed Daphne bursting onto the scene at Forrester Creations, her appearance sparking high expectations for a transformative experience. While Carter and Hope Logan were charmed by the alluring aroma of Daphne's incense, it left quite an imprint. Although Carter had his reservations, he was reticent to let Daphne slip away. Eventually, it seems that Daphne is fated to land the account at Forrester Creations. Steffy is manipulating Daphne to produce chaos for Carter and Hope, and Daphne has two tasks at hand. Her original thing is to insinuate Forrester Creations and gather information. But the good news for her is that she won't be doing it hand in glove, as Steffy intends to make her way back to the office. On the other hand, Ridge Forrester believes they should handle matters through legal channels. Yet, Steffy counters that there is insufficient time to take that route. This sets the stage for Daphne's secondary charge. Daphne's forthcoming plot hints at her secondary thing of winning over Carter as her new love interest. It seems she's on the lookout for love, and maybe a little spark could be her price for aiding Steffy. Still, Daphne's jest is starting to come across as a bit peculiar. It's hard to tell if she's being sportful or if her capers are meant to be charming. With her tendency to gawk blankly and blink rather of responding to straightforward questions, along with her habit of signaling a scarf in people's faces, it all feels rather strange. While the scarf may have had a lovely scent, the whole display was incontrovertibly odd. Maybe this is just part of her unique appeal. What if Daphne way into that world and suddenly finds herself falling for Carter? While Daphne and Steffy might assume she's simply toying with his affections, there's the implicit for a genuine love to blossom. Shoveling deeper, Daphne could veritably well start to embrace Carter's dreams and borns. Imagine the twist if, in the end, Daphne chooses to side with Carter over Steffy. With someone as talented as Daphne in the scent assiduity, has Steffy just played her cards wrong? Steffy claims that Daphne Rose is one of her good musketeers. She also knows that she's one heck of a temptress. Daphne can turn any man's head, indeed if he's formally taken. Thursday's occasion teased that Steffy should watch her back. Steffy unveiled the details of her plan to Finn. She revealed how she'll take back Forrester Creations. She'll renew work soon. But first, Steffy had to bespeak a meeting with France's leading nose, Daphne Rose. This mysterious woman has a witching scent and air. Just one trace of her scarf makes people faint. Steffy keeps her musketeers close and her adversaries near. She knows that Daphne is the perfect woman to make Carter weak in the knees. She explained to Finn why she hired Daphne. Steffy wants her to betray Carter, eventually jilting Hope, Annika Noel. During their discussion, Steffy called Daphne attractive and instigative. Still, she might want to review working with the world's most beautiful woman. Finn was curious to know who was visiting Steffy. That's when she told him each about Daphne. Thankfully, he didn't take a trace of her scent. Yet. Commodity tells us that Steffy's plan isn't going as she anticipated. Daphne will use her attractive charms to take down another relationship. In this surprising twist, she could end up luring Finn rather. Steffy might consider Daphne a good friend. But is she really? And how well does Steffy know her? On the face, Daphne seems exorbitantly confident and stuffy. She only cares about two effects: high-quality incense and men. Once Daphne meets Finn, she might change her mind about going after Carter. Finn could be further of Daphne's type. He's good-looking, fascinating, and unpretentious. It might be a fun challenge for the woman who has every man fall for her. This alluring new woman will end up entrapping someone differently rather. Steffy's plan is bound to boomerang. And it could blow up in her face.